Boy, so he ain't like nothing about that offer. My bad, dog. My bad. Years. Smitty. Oh yeah, no problem, dog. No problem. Welcome back. Peace, Smitty. All right.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
This will be taken in after 1.
Right.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Oh, God!
Complete there.
Oh, you gotta pick that off.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man
you gotta pick that off.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys.
Pick it off.
Gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Get out of this. Get out of this. Get out of this.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Good job.
And down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They're going to look to throw.
Good job, Ray-Mac.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
I see Ray-Mac.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go.
They'll set up a throw. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
Good job. Good job, Stoney.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, God dang it. Just get this guy to start the job, man. I thought we did. Oh, we did. Oh, God dang it.
Let's go! 1-0!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down, he'll drop to throw it.
Are you kidding me? Oh, damn.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Wow.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Wow. Wow. Oh, man.
Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Jesus, man.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Wow. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come on, let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll way out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, God damn it.
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete.
Boy, we looking at the damn running back. Oh, my God. We were looking at the running back, and he threw it to the receiver. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jesus.
Because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And they'll run it here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go!
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Why would we go for 2?
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run the counter with Collins. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And On third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Now back to throw. On right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a big third down hookup here will take us to the break. 7-all is the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability, and I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Play clock ain't even moving. Play clock ain't even moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
Damn, boy, you can't pick off nothing.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Collins, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hurry.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Far side.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Oh, God. I knew we picked the wrong thing.
Flex round!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go!
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
He'll look to throw.
Oh,
Fires one, but
damn it!
I'm going to need some help with this
You
one.
had him.
How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And some...
Damn it. They just make him throw a bad pass. They just make him throw a bad pass. His feet's under him. They just make him fucking throw a terrible pass. They just make him throw a terrible pass.
Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They go play action here on 1st down. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, yes.
Picked
Come
off.
on, man.
I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Wow.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
Wow.
The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd
That's a
down.
pick
But
six.
if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly
That's a
right.
pick six.
3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good to this point. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9.
Back to throw here.
Got him.
Got a man right side. It's Sharp.
Good job. Way to see that. Way to see that.
They give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Oh, you know what? That's bullshit.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
That's
and he's going to take this
That's
down
just
to about the 17.
You cannot.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
My
that
goodness.
play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's a screen pass. That's complete.
Wow.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That guy get through
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end,
still first down.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
This is Collins on the handoff. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That was back. Damn.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 24-8, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be... Turnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go!
And they'll run it here. And fights through one man. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Looking for an opening, not much there, and he'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he finds his target. It's sharp. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. What?
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That puts a good dent into their 1st down setback. It's a pickup of 16. Here's Cox. Off play action. Looking for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Nothing.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Cox operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw on second down. Cox. That is caught inside the 5.
Good job.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion.
Way to check out of
very
that. You saw it.
military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a
Job.
Falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it second down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Job on a no-B.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3.
Drops it underneath for Collins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Come on, let's go.
And they'll run it here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Cox now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Good job back.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Oh, we hiking the ball and it wouldn't even hike it. Come on, man. God darn it. We steady pushing the button.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
I mean, we steady pushing the button. I know, Coach. I mean, we are pushing it. You can hear us pushing it. Jesus, rats.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Let's go.
To throw is Cox. Operating from the gun. On the crossing route, complete. That's Jordan. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards there and a 1st down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, How tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Come on, let's go!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go! 1.
Operating from the gun. Cox under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
All right, that's 2. You get a cheat. You get a cheat.
Well,
you get a cheat.
A few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game, but they gave great
We got a cheat.
effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
Second block kick of the year, guys. There we go. Now we got to cheat. Got to cheat.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
This is
a critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Set. Blue line it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And out now come the Eagles. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now Cox to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right, and avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Cox on 1st and 10. What? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Come on, let's go.
Cox off the bootleg. He goes full extension, and
I
he's
see
got
Sharper's attack.
23 yards on the play.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it.
Little kid from Miami. Oh, there it is. There it is.
This quarterback now,
Damn.
a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Cox.
Oh.
Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well.
What happened there? Damn, both of those guys are open. Rook.
Onto the ball.
Well, you know who said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go.
Cox now off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. That is incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. What? 9.
To throw is Cox. Off play action. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he comes back with one complete.
See you, Hammer.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Now let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. What? 90.
Now Cox throwing on 1st down. And it's a fumble.
God.
And who's got it? The Giants.
Oh, God dang it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
Oh.
Got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
We playing his zone. Man, we playing his zone. Really? His zone. How did he get behind? How did he get behind everybody? Let's see. I bet you they had to make somebody stop or something. Let's see. Shall we? Now, first of all, why would he come up? There's no, because he's got deep responsibility. See, I mean, come on, man. There's no, see, that's just bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. He's got deep responsibility. So that he just came up on his own. You know what? He's supposed to be doing exactly what this guy's doing. Exactly. That's just bullshit, man. I mean, see the play? See the play? Jesus Christ. You know what, man.
The try here for the extra point.
Teach you to beat you, man.
Extra point right down the middle.
That ain't right.
That
that's because they needed to score quick. They needed to score quick. So they made us fumble, and then they score in 44 seconds.
Very, very tiny two-play drive.
Yeah, no problem, bitches. Make us fumble.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got the 2-score lead. It looked low. They fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And an alley to run. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
So they blocked the punt. They made us fumble. They made my guy
so it's
just
Eagle
come up for
football
no good
here as we
reason.
get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Inbound.
And taking it across midfield
Good job,
and
Hughes.
inside the 45. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one. He's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Cox.
And he overthrew him. Oh, wow.
Wide
Wow.
open
Ah,
receiver complete.
Gotta do it.
And they do get him down, but not before
That'll
he's
do it.
able to slip it inside
That'll
the
do it.
5-yard line. A big pickup there.
a la
Without
Crosser.
question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And pick a knee. There you go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Try to cheat us. Try to cheat us to beat us.